Hi, this video is about taking apart and finding out what was wrong with my iTP A6 Polestar flashlight. I had it for 4 years. I really like it. Small, bright, and with a side on-off switch. I did not drop it. I did not get it wet. But a couple weeks ago it stopped working. So today I decided to take a look at it, see if I could open it up and find out what was wrong. The unit at first looked to me like it was a single piece, so only the battery cap could be removed, but the rest of the flashlight it looked like a one piece. But I knew that somewhere here there are electronics, there is a switch, so I knew that the flashlight has to come apart in some areas. So after looking at it, I grabbed the flashlight on my vise from this notch and the opposite one right here, this two notches, and with a good plier I grabbed this ring right here. It was kind of hard to start moving it because the threads are glue or they have some kind of Loctite, but with some effort, you know, this section of this ring came loose and I was able to remove it. After I remove it, yeah, the glass fell and it broke, so be careful. So the reflector comes out, and here you can see the LED that is held in place by the black plastic or retainer or washer, whatever you want to call it. So you can just remove the retainer with some pointy stuff, see, and the LED is right there. So the cables right now are desoldered and the LED comes out. So if you see here on the back, there is some heatsink paste left, since you need to have that paste to transfer heat from the LED to the body of the flashlight, otherwise the LED overheat. So after I remove all this, I realized that I could not access the electronics from this end. So somewhere else the flashlight has to come loose or break. So once again, I grab the flashlight from here and here on my vise, and with the plier grabbing from this area more or less, I twist it with some force, and so once again the joint is glued with some Loctite, so it's kind of hard at first, but once you start moving you can unscrew it. There are O-rings in every joint to prevent water from getting in. So once you remove, here is the battery, and you look at this point and okay, so actually it comes like this. There is a little aluminum ring here that can easily be removed. And then you see this is the positive terminal, and then you can see like a little spring. I was able to grab it from here and pull it out, and the electronics comes out. Okay, so my problem was that this spring, which is the negative, sits right here with this aluminum ring, and it's held in place by the body of the flashlight like this. So with time, corrosion developed between the aluminum ring and this spring. So it was no more electricity flowing through. So I already cleaned the corrosion, but you can still see, you know, little areas. And let me see, somewhere here probably, and right here in the opposite end, because you know the tip sits right here, and then also kind of, you know, make contacts on the other end. So anyway, so that was the problem. This is a plastic with the switch and the electronics inside. One thing, when you are going to put it back, make sure about this little point, because it has to fit right there. Right there. Okay. So one more thing about, you know, the switch. Switch has a little plastic insert right there. It's easy to remove it, and when you look at it, the insert has only one way to go. One of the ends is very thin, and the other end is a little bit thicker, so it's like a wedge. Okay, so the thin end goes toward the battery, and the thicker end goes toward the LED, or the head of the flashlight. The rubber button can be easily removed, and if you see, the insert sits right there, and when you push it, it goes up and down like that. So I guess that's all. Hopefully you will be able to take yours apart and fix the problem. Thanks for watching.